Hey everybody, we're here at PAX East. We haven't been here since 2019, so it's been a long time. It's been a minute, but we're about to head down into the hall and see what it's like. We got here a little later than normal. We didn't have to wait in the crazy line, which was nice. And the bag check was super easy this year, so kudos to that. They've made things a whole lot easier. I'm excited to see what's on the floor though, because it's been so long. So let's go. We're here over at the Sadist booth. This is a company we've never heard of. They're fairly new, and there's a lot of cool stuff here. A lot of really well-made keyboards, mice, monitors, a whole bunch of stuff. And we're hoping to check out some of their stuff. It'll be featured on our channel, hopefully in the future, doing some unboxings. But so far impressed with the quality. Will it hold up? We don't know. But stay subscribed to find out. This just caught my eye. I was like squirrel because
They ran me over.
because retro game stuff. Now that I'm in a newer place, a lot bigger, I have a retro gaming corner completely set up, and I'm actively using it because it's literally just my computer chair can just wheel over to it and just start playing any retro game I want. So. So we got John here debating on the Wild Bill's Cup. The first time I think we got these was at Terrificon. He's got a few of them, but he doesn't know the prices. He doesn't know what he's going to get. So are you going to get it? What?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm sure you're going to see later on in this video. I'm sure you'll see. So one of the coolest things you're walking around PAX is I always love looking at is all the tabletop stuff. And if you're a dungeon master, there's so many cool things. And hey, you don't even have to be a dungeon master. There's just a lot of cool aesthetic. If you're into dungeon crawler, Dungeons and Dragons, hell, if you're into RPGs, this stuff is really cool. Hope you enjoy the little footage of all the stuff around here, but yeah. We got Bazinga here about to play PUBG, but not the PUBG we normally play.
Then,
How do I look at the map? Ah, is that it? Oh, this is crazy.
school is always crazy.
I auto-followed, I guess. Oh, you guys jumped? Oh, you guys didn't jump? My team jumped.
Well, you have a team?
Yeah, I have a team.
Oh, well. I'll be on this one. The PC got taken over by, like, bots and cheaters.
We've been playing it a lot on PC. What the hell is that? What did I just pick up?
I've been playing Tarkov instead. Well, this Bruce Wayne person's kicking butt.
It auto picks up stuff, huh? That's weird. Oh god.
You just respawn?
Yeah, maybe this is multiplayer deathmatch mode? I don't know. Terrible rendering though. I don't know what I'll just look at the screen.
What did you do?
I drove into a tree and killed myself.
What would Grim think?
I need to work on my driving. I'm a mate.
So we're near the end of PAX East here. We haven't been to PAX in more than a few years. It was interesting being here, going around, seeing a lot of all the tabletop stuff, which is something I'm enjoying more and more too, because I like tabletop. I like tabletop stuff. I like the physical stuff. One of the really cool things that we came across was bookends. You could add to bookcases to put in them between books to make it look like a living world that's on your bookcase. They had a lot of really cool options there, including a cyberpunk option. I ended up getting one for my own personal bookcase that you might see footage for in this video, depending on how long it takes me to put it together. But other than that, there was a lot of really cool games. We also got to see one of our good friends, Joe Granato, the maker of the NES Maker, which is a dev kit to make NES games, and you get a blank cartridge with it. We've been covering him since the very first inception of this product. That's when we first met him. He's a really cool guy. And if you never checked it out and you want to make a game, he's now completely running classes how to make games and stuff. And if you want a dev kit, go get one. He sold a bunch today. So kudos to him. That's really awesome. We also saw a whole bunch of other really cool things. There's a really cool Elden Ring, Night Rain thing, dome thing that we couldn't get into because they only take cameras in there. So that's kind of what it is. It was a cool Atari setup. Missile Command Delta, which is a new Missile Command game, which seems like it's more strategy than the original Missile Command, which could be cool. They were also selling vinyl records from original soundtracks, which were really neat. But other than that, there's a lot of really cool things here. It seems like it's a little more empty than it has been in the past, which in some senses is kind of nice. But other than that, that's my thoughts on it.
So PAX East 2025, I had a lot of fun. It's still one of my favorite conventions to go to. But this year, it seems there was a little bit lacking. I don't really know. It seemed like there was a lot of open space this year. There wasn't a lot of guests that I was really interested in seeing this year. Usually I'm like excited to like, oh, I got to get autographed or meet this person or something like that. But there was really nothing that really sparked for me. 1 day's enough, but 2 days I think would be perfect because it just feels like a rush when you're there, when you're doing what we're doing and you want to buy stuff, you might forget and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope to go again next year, and hopefully it'll be even better.
All right, and that being said, let's make our way out of the building and back down to Southern Round. But first, Taco Bell.